How long has it been going now?
35, I'll make it.
It's a downright disgrace.
Mind you, I don't usually boil a kettle full.
Oh, but that's when you're brewing tea. We're brewing trouble. I know that crowd down at the town hall, clever-headed lot they are. If I was to walk in there tomorrow morning and say it took 45 minutes to boil a kettle full of water, they'd get that toffee-nosed look on their face and they'd say, but there are kettles and kettles. That's why I want it exact. 4 pints of water was in that there kettle of yours measured out of a milk bottle.
You've got something there.
Well, I'm not short of a little bit of grey matter, you know. I like to get my facts exact, I do. They can work it out with mathematics, but they can't hide the fact that our gas pressure's not what it should be. And it's 3 weeks since that there gas explosion, so they can't blame it on that. How's that there daughter of yours getting on?
What, no? Our Beatrice? Oh, she's all right.
She doesn't get up to see you very often, does she?
She was up this morning.
Was she? I didn't see her.
She come about 10 o'clock.
Well, then where was I? I must have been stoking boiler.
She usually manages to get up about once a week, does a bit of cleaning up for me. She's a good lass.
I wish I could say the same about that one of mine. I see her about every Preston girl, and that's more than enough for my liking. Where's she living now?
Oh, what, on that new estate up the old road.
Oh, aye. 4-bedroom detached with built-in garage, eh?
It's a nice house.
Might look it, but I know chap has built them. Do you remember Harper? You know, the fella that used to go to St. Mary's every Sunday morning wearing a top hat.
Why? But he's dead.
I know he's dead. Let me finish, will you? I could tell him a few tales about him if I had my own mind. Oh, by gum, the devil got his own there right enough. Well, that estate your daughter's living on was built by his eldest lad. Well, I'm saying eldest lad, he must be getting on for about 60. And if he's learnt any of the old fella's tricks, them houses will be down inside 5 years.
Get away with you. My daughter's husband's got his head screwed on the right road. He's called a surveyor round.
Oh, a surveyor.
That's my kettle.
How long?
41 minutes.
Hey, I'll show him. There's the paper. It only wants the time filling in and then signing.
Aye, Albert Tatlock.
I'm not so sure as you deserve one.
I don't know why you should be like that with me.
32 minutes.
I told you.
And well you might. Here am I trying to collect evidence to lay before the gas board, and what happens? I, Martha Longhurst, of number 7 Maudsley Street, do hereby certify that my kettle containing 4 pints of water took 45 minutes to boil on the large ring of my gas stove.
That's right, 45 minutes.
Albert Tatlock, number 1 Coronation Street, 41 minutes. Ina Sharples, Glad Tidings Mission Hall, 49 minutes. And then we come to this.
I were most particular.
You think you're capable of measuring the time?
Oh, you ask anyone who knows me. I was lovely and clever when I was at school.
Were you? Well, all I can say, it all sounds very funny to me. If I can't get the cooperation of my so-called friends, whose can I get? If this had been something like that there Elsie Tanner, I could have understood it. Have you been got at?
I don't know what you mean.
Have you been talking?
Oh, I never said a word to a living soul.
Well, I hope you realise what I'm going to look like tomorrow morning. They're going to pick on this. There's a very large difference here. What's the difference with these figures here? Do you think they're right? Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I've put me in a very pretty position, you have. 32 minutes. If it'd been 42, I could have understood it.
Because it could be altered.
No, I never said that.
Would I get into trouble?
You see? That's all that worries her. She doesn't value my friendship. It means nothing.
I haven't got a rubber.
I have.
Do I alter it to 42?
You do what you like with it. It's nothing to do with me. Yes, 42. By God, wait till I get to that town hall tomorrow. They'll wonder what's hit them.
You're supposed to be relieving me, aren't you, Phil?
Who's arguing?
That's a dirty, rotten trick.
Good morning.
Mrs. Ina Sharples of the Glad Tidings Mission Hall, Coronation Street.
Yes?
All right, go on, put it down. I don't want to keep on telling you.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Ina Sharples, Glad Tidings Mission Hall, Coronation Street. Yes, Mrs. Sharples.
I've come about my gas pressure.
Oh, not about the meter?
Well, I suppose it goes to the meter, but it's the gas pressure I've come about.
Ah, well, it's the district engineer's office you want. You go out of here and you turn to the right. Go along the corridor, up to the 2nd floor, and you want room 51. Of course.
How long have you worked here?
Me? 5 years.
5 years. Well, I'd have you know that the first time I walked into this here town hall was the week it was built, and that was in 1925. So don't you start telling me where I've got to go. Because I happen to know that when you've got any complaints with gas pressure, you bring them to this office.
No, this is meter inquiries. It's on the door. Nothing about complaints.
Get away. It might surprise you to know that you could walk the length and breadth of this here town hall and never on one door would you find the word complaints. They don't advertise the fact, you know. Somebody might come in making them. Now go on, get it written down what I'm going to tell you, and if you can't deal with it, go and fetch me somebody who's scanned.
Yes, right. Excuse me a moment.
What do you want, love?
I wanted to pay me water rates.
See, you're miles off. Look, you want to turn left outside this door, follow your nose down the corridor until you come to the big hall with the stone statues in it.
But I've come that way.
Well, you shouldn't have. When you get there, you'll see a chap with the commissionaire's hat on, but don't ask him, he'll set you wrong. You walk straight past him, into the lift, up to the second floor. Have you got that?
Second floor, yes.
By you, it's no cockstride. By gum, they're after you soon enough if you don't pay 'em, but by gum, they make you work hard. What are you going to pay your water rate? Let's have a look.
That's right.
This where you live, Pleasant View?
Yes, why?
They're overcharging you.
Are they?
They are that. Think on your seam about it before you pay 'em.
Oh, I will. Thanks ever so much.
You're welcome, love. Now, don't forget. Down the corridor until you come to the hall with the big statues.
Right.
Yes, I see.
You don't see it all, so it's no use you talking that. I think I've seen you before, haven't I?
I seem to remember you.
Yes, I dare say you do.
Well, as I was saying to Mr. Braithwaite...
Who?
My colleague here, Mr. Braithwaite. Well, as I was saying, strictly speaking, this is a matter for the district engineer's office, you see. He was quite right in what he said.
Bottom drawer in that there cabinet.
Beg your pardon?
I said bottom drawer in that there cabinet. Go on, open it. There you are in the front. Yellow forms with black printing on them.
What are they?
General complaint.
How long have we had them?
Come on, bring them over. You couldn't complain if I came in here on Friday afternoon and drew your wages, could you?
Excuse me a minute. I'd just like to ring up about these.
Yes, won't keep you a moment. It's all right. We can fill one up while you're here.
So that seems worthwhile now, does it?
Pardon?
Look, you can pin them to the forms. Well, I've found out.
Which side is it?
It's this side. Harry Hewitt found out for me. He said if you stand outside Flora Linda's shop and you look up the street towards the pub, you can see the town hall clock. And the town hall stands due west of here, so it means that this side of the street's the north side.
I thought you said the northeast side.
Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. You haven't really told us what went on at the gas office.
I've had more important things on my mind.
Such as what, Ina?
Well, I don't know as I ought to tell you, seeing that you're not concerned.
Last orders, please. Come along now.
He's nearer the truth than he thinks.
What do you mean?
It'll not be many weeks before he's calling last orders, please, and meaning it.
You what?
Look, there's things going on in that there town hall that people like you and me know nothing about or are not supposed to know. But I do.
What is it you know, Ina?
Coronation Street's going to be demolished.
It's what?
I said it's going to be demolished, so that crowd in there might just as well get home as quick as they can while they've still got homes to go to.